Hey everybody, welcome into the 2020 season of Backseat Drivers. Hard to believe that we are already back and already talking about the 2020 season, but on Monday, some big news coming out of Team Penske. We have the crew chief shuffle, as we like to call it here at NASCAR.com, because they just moved all around. We have Jeremy Bolins, who is going to Brad Keselowski. We have Todd Gordon, who is going to Ryan Blaney. And then we have Paul Wolfe, who will now be with Joey Logano in the number 22 camp. We have to think that Ryan Blaney is maybe getting the better end of this deal.
I think Blaney's the big winner out of this thing. Not saying he wasn't a dark horse for the, round of 16 or the championship before, but certainly he wasn't a power player. I think this moves him up.
Yeah.
Maybe not as a favorite because we still have those guys who are there every single year, but he's right underneath them, nipping at their heels. Todd Gordon is an excellent crew chief. He is a Clemson alum. I know you're a big fan of Todd Gordon.
I and I get along really well.
He's a super nice guy, and I think he will pair well with Blaney's personality.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. But I think for all three drivers, it's a positive. Sometimes change is a good thing. Paul Wolfe and Brad Keselowski have been the longest-running driver-crew chief pairing, and Todd Gordon, Joey Logano are right behind them. And I think what it will do is, for Team Penske as a whole, get them up to where they can compete even better with JGR and give them a run for their money in 2020.
Well, I'm interested also to see Joey Logano and Paul Wolfe. We all know.
Me too.
I mean, Joey Logano and Todd Gordon just worked together. We knew they were going to be there at the end, but Paul Wolfe is a risk taker. He is a guy that's going to leave you out there a couple laps longer. He's going to think he can stretch fuel mileage. He's a gamer when it comes to the crew chief discipline. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work out. I think it's going to go really well, but if it doesn't, I don't think there's a middle ground. It's either going to go well or it's not.
So the spotters are going to stay with the drivers. The pit and road crews are going to go with the crew chiefs. So who in Team Penske in 2020 is going to be the first to go to victory lane?
I would say probably Joey Logano, but I think the person who nets out the most by the end of the year is probably Blaney.
I'm going to say Brad Keselowski goes to victory lane first. I mean, it's a toss-up because both of them are really good at Vegas. Not that I'm counting any of them out at Daytona, obviously, but they're like the past couple of years we've seen them be 1-2, running up at the front. So I'd say Brad Keselowski just because I want to argue with Merriman to start out 2020. But I agree that Ryan Blaney is going to net out the best out of all three of them.
All right, some big shakers already in January of 2020, and they are going to take on the Daytona 500 green flag coming up on February 16th, and we will see from Team Penske who gets in victory lane first.